Now in this video, I'll be showing you how to start a social media marketing agency in 2019 if you're a beginner from start to finish. So stay tuned.
If you don't do it for yourself, nobody's going to do it for you.
Thank you so much for tuning in once again on the channel. If you're brand new here, please make sure you subscribe by smashing the button down below. Now, today is going to be a slightly longer video because I'll be actually going through everything that you need to know before you start your social media marketing agency. Now, there's one thing for sure. If you stay to the very end of the video, you will have all the knowledge and information you need for you to start that business model and start signing clients right from the bat. And so without further ado, let's make our way into the computer and show you the entire process. All right, guys, welcome to how to start a social media marketing agency in 2019, beginner's guide. All right, so I'm basically going to show you today how to start a social media marketing agency of your own without buying any more courses or anything like that. Okay, you don't need to keep on buying new courses, and I'm also going to explain to you what the business model is in a nutshell. So if you stay, to the very end of the video, I'm sure you're going to have a very clear understanding as to what you actually need to start and grow that sort of business. All right, so let's get right into it. What is a social media marketing agency, aka SMMA? Social media marketing agency, simply put, it's running ads for clients and getting paid for it. It's as simple as that. Okay, I could give you, a long explanation as to what really social media marketing agency is, but simply put, it's running ads for clients. All right. Now you can offer other services in addition to that, like managing their social media accounts, or if you are good at web design, you can build websites for clients as well as an additional service. But simply put, it's running ads for clients. Okay, so let's get right into it. Now, I want you to ask yourself this question: what is the lifeblood of a business? Because a lot of people have this undermining thought of, hey, who's going to pay me for this stuff? Who is going to pay me? Well, if you can answer this question, then you know why exactly businesses will be willing to pay you money for the kind of service you're going to provide for them. Customers generated on a month-to-month basis equals cash flow. It's as simple as that. Okay, so you running ads for clients will generate them leads, and those leads can be then turned into customers. That is why you are going to be so valuable to the businesses that you're going to be reaching out to. All right, the amount of customers that the business can generate on a month-to-month basis will basically determine the amount of money that business is going to be making or cash flowing. Now, I want to say that you have definitely been lied to. Maybe not all of you, but people live in this fairy tale world where they think you need business cards and websites, fancy websites, and a pile of cash to start a service-based business like this one. And it just couldn't be further from the truth. When I started out, I didn't have a website, I didn't have anything. Even nowadays, like if you go to my website is nothing spectacular, right? But my business is making money and it's been cash flow positive for, since the time I started it, which was 18 months ago. All right, so you don't need business cards and you don't need fancy websites when you're starting out, and you don't need a lot of money. Okay, I've actually got another video explaining to you why I think is the best model to start, but again, simply put, is because you don't need a lot of money to start. So even if you're a brand new beginner, if you don't have a lot of money to start a business, but you have entrepreneurial tendencies, I think you can very quickly grow that into something. Okay, you can start with nothing and grow it into something. Okay, again, which is the beauty of it. Now, again, everything you need to start your own SMMA immediately, it's a phone, a laptop, and can you guess what this is? This is a pair of balls. A lot of people don't talk about that, but I like to bring it in because you have to have balls, all right, to do some of the methods that I'm gonna outlay in this video, right? So you're gonna have to have balls to, you know, contact people and constantly getting rejected, because you are going to get rejected, and still keep going with the same sort of enthusiasm which you had in the first place. All right, so that's all you need basically to start the business model. Nothing else, okay? Don't fool yourself. What we're going to cover today, we're going to cover step 1, how to find clients. All right, I'm going to go through everything you need to know for you to be able to find clients. And step 2, how to close the deal, so how to turn those prospects into paying clients. Step 3, how to outsource the delivery service so that you don't end up being a one-man show like most people in 2019. And step 4, how to scale your agency to 6 figures and beyond. Now, a warning: the common pitfalls of people who start out in this business, okay? Number 1, they have the wrong mindset, okay? Please understand, if you get nothing out of this video but this, please understand that this is a business like any other business, and so you need to treat it as such. Do not listen to other people saying to you it's easy, because it's not, all right? I'm sure if you asked your Uncle Bill how it was to start that restaurant that he still has to this day 20 years ago, he would have said it was very difficult. Although your Uncle Bill might not be a millionaire by now, okay? He would have said it was very difficult, because it is. Every business is difficult to get going, okay? You need to start with that sort of mindset. Then you have a chance on actually doing something. If you start out with the wrong mindset, thinking it's easy, like most people make it out to be, then you're going to fail, because you're going to have unrealistic expectations on what it takes to actually grow that sort of business. All right? Now, number 2, not focusing on IPAs. Now, IPA stands for income producing activities, if you didn't already know. Now, remember that although things like having a good online presence and a website and a bunch of other things that you think of high importance aren't, I don't know why I put although there, but they aren't important, basically. Not focusing on growing your pipeline will kill your business. All right, so IPAs basically could be things as, sending out emails, doing code calling, sending out invoices and order, all that kind of stuff, okay? Anything that can get you to potentially, anything that could potentially lead you to you having new business, all right? Now, number 3, waiting for everything to be perfect. Instead of buying everyone's course and thinking they have the hidden key to your success, start taking action. Only action will get you results. I want you to live, if you can just remember this one, it will serve you in a tremendous way. Number 4, fail to do research. Before you start reaching out to businesses, you need to know what you're talking about, and at least you can explain it to them, to the business owners, and what you're offering them in pretty much layman terms. All right? So they need to be understand. Somebody who knows nothing about Facebook, it doesn't even have a Facebook profile, and knows nothing about, Google AdSense and stuff like that, you need to be able to explain to them how it will benefit their business. Only then you'll have a chance of actually landing clients. All right? Now, let's carry on. How to find clients. Okay. Now, the first thing, I've laid out a few points here. The first one is definitely going to be your friends and family. Reason why is because everybody has somebody in their bloodline, or maybe a friend, or you know, a relative of some kind, that they either know somebody that owns a business, or they might be the owner of the business themselves. Okay, so it will be good to just, you know, kind of like spread your whip and you know, and to start making connections, letting people know that, hey, this is what I do. I do marketing. I do, you know, I can help you out, grow your business, and you know, just start telling people about that. And then Google search, okay? Google search. Now I'm going to show you something when it comes to the Google search. Now you can install an app called hunter.io. Okay, so if you go to hunter.io, you can basically sign up. It's free to use, and it's a Google Chrome extension. So what that does is basically, if you go to a website, let's say we go to, let's see if we find out any website. So Plumber New York. Okay, Plumber New York. What did I write down? Okay, Plumber New York. So if we come here, and you don't want to be bothered of finding out what their email is. Now you can see clearly their phone number. If you don't want to find out what the email is, you can quickly see the email that they've got displayed on this website. Okay, and you can extract that, and that's one lead right there. Okay, now that's a quick tip. And then also you can do a simple Google search like Plumbers New York, Plumbers New York, right? I don't know why I'm typing New York, but so you can do a Plumbers New York. You can go to maps, and you can go through all of those pretty much. Okay, go to their, you know, get to this one, take their email if they have, or go to their website, right? Go to their website, then they don't have an email here, but you get the point. Or you can collect their phone number, right? So that's another way to do research. Or another way, a lazy way of doing so, is you can pretty much go on Fiverr. You can go on Fiverr, or you can even go to, okay, so let's type in buy a list. Let's say business lists. Oops, there it is. Let's see. Right, I will create custom business start to listing. That's not the one. I will build your list of business emails by LinkedIn. Okay, starts at $5. You check it out. And to be honest with you, this is the lazy way of doing it, but I mean, I recommend it. I've done it. It works well. You just need to find the right person for you to go with. All right. Okay, that's that. Now let's carry on. You can do cold calling. So once you buy the list, right, or once you've built your own list of people, of businesses that are within your sweet spot, you can basically start cold calling. And I've put in quotes, quick growth is because it's just the truth. Okay, it's way better than, you know, cold emailing, or, you know, doing outreach campaigns on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, anything like that, because you get that, like, you directly can get to the business owner 9 times out of 10. All right. Now you need to be a little bit experienced with sales, so that you don't fuck up during the sales call. But it is the quickest way to building your business. And further down, I'm also going to show you how to actually, you know, how to do that yourself. Now, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, depending on what your niche is, that's another way of, you know, of building your pipeline, basically. Visit trade shows. I've never done that, but I know a lot of guys in America get, a ton of clients. I know people actually that build their businesses alone from just by going to trade shows. So I would just recommend it to you. I would just put it out there that it's an option. Having a referral partner. So having a referral partner could simply mean telling people about what you do and letting them know that if they refer somebody to you, you can pay out a commission if that person they referred to you turns into a paying client for you. All right. So the commission could go anywhere from $200-300 to $1,000, depending on the type of client that you're going to be signing. And guess what? Once that happens, once you have a referral partner, I've had a few clients from referral partners, and it's sick. The reason why is because you don't need to do anything. Like, they've already done the work for you. They've already sold you on why the other person, the business owner, should work with you. Okay? Because most likely they are familiar with your prospect client, and they've already put the good work, about what you do. Door to door, doing door to door. I also encourage you to go out there and just make yourself a little bit uncomfortable. If you really want to grow your business, you're going to find a way. How to close a deal. The process in a nutshell, it's simple and it's easy. So get a good script that you will use to sell this service to your prospects. So you need to have a very good explanation of your services and what you can do to their business. Number 2, prepare an objection handling sheet with all possible objections that may occur during the call meeting. All right, because you need to know that those will come up. And you need to be prepared for it. Now, number 3, sound extremely confident. Think about Donald Trump and how he won the elections. Think about Donald Trump on, every single interview you see out there of him. Like, he just exudes confidence. The guy just, I'm sure if he was asked what he thinks of himself, he wouldn't probably say it, but he would say that he probably thinks of himself as the modern day Superman. The guy's just confidence all around, And so this is how you need to be when you're conducting your sales calls or meetings. Number 4, practice your script over and over and over and over again. Okay? It has to be just something natural to you. All right? If you sound like you're reading it off, if you're doing cold calls or if you're signing clients over the phone, if you sound like you're reading it, no one's going to buy into you, even if you're the biggest expert in your area, because it just sounds like you're reading it. So if it sounds like you're reading it, that means you must not know so much about about the subject. All right, I hope that makes sense. And number 4, that's a great one actually. Oh, number 5. Record your calls and listen to them for feedback. This is if you're doing sales calls. You need to record them because, you don't need to, but I highly, highly, highly recommend for you to do so because, it's just a great way for you to go back to what you, and see, to go back and see what you've done wrong, what you've done right, okay, and improve. And then number 6, repeat. So the first thing you need to do when you're on the call or meeting is, this is only, by the way, if you already had a scheduled meeting. Whether it be on the phone or in person. You need to ask them. This question will make you a lot of money because it will just lay out everything. Okay, you find out everything you need to know about why is this business owner agreed to meet you. Okay, they surely just don't want to waste their time, so there must be something that's bothering them or there must be something that's made them, get on a call or or allow you to come in for a meeting. All right. So what made you jump on the phone with me today, or what made you come in today if you've got an office, or what made you meet with me today if you're going to their office? All right. Asking all kinds of questions like, what do you want to achieve? What is your target for this year? How are you currently doing your Facebook marketing? How are you currently getting leads, right? If they already have campaigns going, then obviously you can ask them, how are they currently doing? Are they producing the results that they want them to produce? And obviously you need to ask, is that working well for them? Do you think it could be done better? Just stuff like that. And don't forget to write it down. Write it down. If you're on the phone, have a notepad ready so you can write things down. You can later on bring on when you're about to close them. All right. Then obviously you need to check to see if you understand. So once they've said everything to you, you need to say, well, okay, so what I'm hearing is your Facebook ads will run by a different company, blah blah blah. But then you decided to quit working with them because of so and so. All right, is that correct? You need to basically double check everything. And out of everything, what's most important to you, just gathering information. And then once you there to ask for the sale, now can you see how this works? Great, exactly. This is exactly how to get started. Our process is very, very simple, and it works like this. The reason why I put these things, guys, on here on the presentations, because those are, some of the things that you probably, it's good for you to have them on your script, okay? And you need to be able to handle objections like a pro, right? Because most of the time you will have objections. 99% of the times you will have objections, and they're not a bad thing. It's just you need to know how to handle them. How to outsource the service delivery. You need to find a good, reliable partner that is happy to work on a commission basis. Now, I've heard plenty of people say to me, well, it's easy for you to say that. You've already built a business that's that's positively cash flowing, so you can afford to hire people. No. Even today, I pay people on a commission basis. So if I don't make money, they don't make money. Okay? This is how I work, and this is how everybody should structure their business from the start, right? Most people, most Facebook experts or Google Ad experts out there, or contractors in a sense, they will be more than happy to work with you on a commission basis if you know what to say to them. Now, you can find these people through Facebook groups, Upwork, Fiverr. If you go to Upwork, Fiverr, you can just write up an ad and place it out there. If you need help with that, you can always contact me, and I'll be more than glad to help you out. You need to ask them to show you their previous experience, preferably in your chosen niche. That's important. Now, the good thing about that is that you can actually leverage their experience. So if they show you a portfolio of clients that they previously worked with, for example, you can actually use your contractor's experience to sign clients for yourself. All right. Now, you can invite them to a Zoom call where you'll be able to quickly find out the person's values. Values are very important, and what they stand for, and whether or not they'll be a good fit. Or outsource the work to a white label service agency. Okay, there's plenty out there that you can find. I mean, they do charge a little bit more, but that's the easy option, if you ask me. But what I'm saying is, don't let that stop you from growing your business, okay? And I want you to realize that this is the only way for you to grow the business. Otherwise, you're just going to end up being a one-man show for a very, very long time, and you won't stand a chance to grow that business on a large scale. Please note to not get overwhelmed when you're doing this, and remember, to make money, you only need to understand how it works, how it will benefit your clients, how to sell it, and how to outsource it to a contractor to retain the profit. This is what the entire business model, comes around. Remember that if you worked for a large agency and you were a part of their sales team, your only job will be to convert prospects into customers. If you're doing cold calling, or if you were just getting the leads from somewhere, your only job will be to convert those into paying customers. You yourself wouldn't have to know everything, meaning how to deliver the actual work. You just have to explain. You just have to be able to explain it in a way that sells the service. Okay, and you have to explain it in an easy enough way so people can understand why it will benefit their business. All right, so don't get overwhelmed, and also avoid bottlenecks. So I like that one because, bottleneck is basically when you're doing stuff yourself, when you're a one-man show and you just think you can do everything yourself. Okay, whereas if you move on to this side here, like this is where you actually have contractors, and what they will allow you to do is focus on the sales part and on your IPAs, the income producing activities. They're going to grow your business beyond your wildest expectations. Okay, this is actually how you grow. This is actually how you grow any business, not just this one. This is how you grow any sort of business. If you're just a one-man show, you're never going to be able to, grow your business and have a free time to yourself. You can spend with your family, friends, and do whatever you want. Now, this is the safety and scale versus the profit and risk. What that means simply in a nutshell is, this is actually what people think is safe. It's not safe. They think by retaining most of the profit, that is the safe way out. Okay. Well, I'm not saving somebody screwing up the work, so I'm just going to do the work myself and keep all the money. And it happened to me at the very beginning of starting my journey, where I pretty much had one client and I couldn't get him results, so I gave him their money back. So what I did was I started learning about how to actually get get these people results, because I had no problem finding prospects and closing and turning those into paying customers, right? I had a problem with delivering the results. Nobody told me that, and I didn't think of it myself, that actually that's the riskier option. And needless to say, I fucked up again, because I went ahead and I started, I learned about Facebook ads. I had 2 or 3 clients, and then I was so obsessed about getting them results that I forgot to focus on my IPAs, and I lost in the long term. I lost it. I remember a few short months down the line, I lost my clients because I was so obsessed with getting them results, and I had no pipeline at all at that point. So safety and scale is basically the business model of growing this business through outsourcing. Okay, in my opinion, this is the only way to grow a business without suffering. How to scale your agency. The only 3 ways to grow a business: more customers, which means volume; higher prices, that comes with more confidence and more experience; and increased frequency of purchase, which is the retainers. Now, please remember that automation and systemizing only frees time to do the above, right? Everything else is noise. And what I mean by that is, You can only grow your business this way, okay? And if you think you can automate everything, that's not the case, okay? You can automate certain parts of the business, but obviously it will take you a lot longer than you think. You will basically get the time by hiring contractors to focus on your IPAs and make sure that your pipeline is always full, right? So imagine this as your business. This is what your business, looks like. You pump volume in through here. You get to your funnel, wherever your funnel might be. It could be, communication before a meeting, or a few emails back and forth before you actually get the person on the phone. Or it could be your case study, right? It could be your case study. You can have a case study funnel, which is you've made a case study funnel about previous results that you brought for other people, and then you leave the option for them to schedule a call with you. And then obviously if you pump in enough volume through here, you know that you're going to get this many clients out. So that's see your business as something like this. And again, I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope this brought a lot of clarity to you. If you want to know more about social media marketing and how to start your own social media marketing agency this year, you can contact me and I'll be more than glad to help you out. I recommend you, if you're going to go out there and get any sort of coaching, instead of buying courses, I mean, even if it's not might help that you're going to ask for, even if you go to somebody else, just make sure you don't buy a course. But if you already bought one or a few, then I guess that's fine. But don't buy any more courses thinking that they have the answer. Basically what I'm saying is that you need to work with somebody one-on-one to have good results. So do not fall into the trap. And thanks again for watching this video.